So let me go to data integration. So let's talk about router first. Then we'll go over like joiner and other ones. Okay, so I'll create a new mapping. I'll just name this mapping as m underscore router demo. Okay, and then we will use source as src underscore orders. I'll use the Oracle connection. So I'll select the orders table as source over here, and then let me also open the database. So in this order we have like different type of status, right? What type of orders they are, right? So we can just route the data on the basis of that type, and we will create those many user defined groups. So if I go to source and preview, as my database is still opening up, so I'll say select star from orders. So I get these status: delivered, in transit, right, and ready to ship. Okay, so let's create these groups. Yeah, here also I can see that. So after source, I'll have the router transformation. Okay, now in the router, if I go to the output groups, I do have a default group, right? And then I'll create user defined groups. So here I'll say delivered. I'll have one more group. What happened? Delivered. I'll have a simple filter condition or routing condition. I'll say status is equal to delivered. Okay, then what's happening? Status. So this is how we have created first group, user defined group. I'll create another one with status is equal to in transit. And in spaces. Okay, so we'll have underscore, and then we will have another one which is ready to ship. So we have created 3 user-defined groups. Now, whenever I want to take this data ahead on the mapping canvas, if I click on this plus sign, right? So by default, this default one is connected. I'll just delete this connector and then I'll say delivered. I'll again have another target where I'll say in transit and then one more target ready to ship. Okay, and then I'll rename these targets TGT delivered, TGT in transit, and then TGT ready to ship. Okay, and then we will configure these targets. So yesterday we created tables on the fly, right? So this time let's create flat file on the fly. So I'll select the flat file connection, select the object, new, right? Then I'll say FF orders delivered CSV. Then whenever I have flat file as a target, I'll just go to formatting options. Then I'll select the appropriate options. What is the delimiter? So it is so for me, it should be comma separated, but I can select tab separated, colon separated, and then other things also. Maybe if I want to just have a pipe separation, do that as well, right? So for now, I'll keep it as comma separated. Do I need text qualifiers? Yes, I'll use double quotes and then field labels to be created auto generate. Okay, so whatever fields are coming from my previous transformation from the target, those fields I can take it over here as a target structure. Okay, so I'll click OK. Then I'll go to next target. Again, same thing. I'll use a flat file over here. Select, create new at runtime, orders in transit.csv, formatting options. Let's use this as a pipe separated. Here I don't want text qualifiers and auto generate. Let's explore something different over here. And then finally we have ready to ship. We can combine everything to one. We can do that. But as we are kind of discussing router, right? Then if you're creating, then it will defeat the purpose of router, right? So that is why I was just creating. So this is ready to ship. Formatting options, and then I'll keep this as single quotes, auto generate. Click OK. Let's save this mapping. Okay, so mapping is saved and then it is valid also. Now if I run this mapping, then the data will be divided across, right? These 3 flat files. Delivered will be 2 records, in transit delivered will 3 records, one in transit and couple of ready to ship. So let's see. Let's run this mapping. So now if I go to my jobs, mapping is started. Okay, so let it run. We'll come back to this. So this is how we have used the router transformation. Again, it is similar to what we have in PowerCenter. Only we need to know like how to add, right? The conditions. One thing which we can notice over here is if I go to output groups, the conditions which we have specified, right? It can be simple, advanced, or completely parameterized. If I go to advanced, right? Then in advanced, I'll be able to provide more filters basically. So if I want to apply status is equal to something something and this, right? So in that case I can go for advanced condition. That is how we can configure a condition for the router. And then if I go to advanced, then we have just the tracing levels and the optional property. That's it, nothing much over here. Okay, so let me go to my jobs. Let's see what's the status. Now it is successful, 6 rows. If I go to the details about this, right, then I can see delivered 3, in transit 1, and ready to ship 2, so which is as per the expectation. And then if I go to the flat file location, right, so see here we have one sec, yeah, 3 files created. If I open first, okay, so all the delivers are clubbed together, 101, 102, 104, 101, 102, and 104, correct. And then other file I'll just open in the notepad plus plus, as we have different delimiter used, right? See, it is pipe separated, correct. So whatever formatting options we have selected, those are also we can see in the flat file. So this is a header and then single row, as we have only one row for this particular status. Okay, so this is how we have routed the data using router transformation. So a simple question, right? If router is active or passive transformation, can anybody answer?
Active.
Router is active.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in this case basically, right, we have how many rows? We have 6 rows, correct. And then I created 3 user defined groups, and then all these 6 are going to whatever appropriate target is, right, or group is, right. So my input is 6, right, and my output is also 6, right. So it is same thing, right. So how we can say router is active? And then I can connect
Correct.
default group as well to my upcoming pipeline.
Correct.
I can take the data from default group also to the pipeline, right? Upcoming
Yeah.
pipeline.
Yeah.
So in that case, I can still take that data ahead, right? So again, my incoming and outgoing will be same. And router will never filter out the records, or it will like unlike filter, right? Filter will drop the records totally. But router,
Right.
we can still take the data ahead. There is nothing which we are getting missed over here. So it is just routing the data, right? Nothing like filtering. Whatever condition you pass, right? Either it will go to user defined groups or a default group. And then when we connect everything, right? Then it is taking. So if we think from router transformations perspective, whatever comes in is eligible to go out.
Right.
Okay. So we are not dropping anything. So number of rows will never get reduced if we think from that standpoint, right? Okay. So now let me give you a scenario, right? If I do have a router transformation, right, my data is coming in with the column called age, okay, and I do have groups like age between 1 to 20, first group, okay, second group says age between 20 to 40, and then I do have a default group, right, except default I have age 1 to 20 and second 20 to 40. And if my input row comes where age is equal to 20, in which group it will go? 1 to 20 and 20 to 40. This is router